Try not to draw Fire Emblem 3 Houses challenge. Impossible. It's a new week, so that means a new art challenge. Hi, my name is Velison and I left my tripod at work. And I'm currently filming on my sealed Destined Rivals ETB. No, this is not a Pokemon TCG video, but follow my Pokemon TCG accounts. I barely post on there. Anyway, rolling the intro. I spend every day drawing during my hour-long lunch break at my 9 to 5 job, and then I go home to make videos about them. Welcome to Monday, aka day 1 of week 6 of drawing every day on my lunch break. Holy shit, I can't believe I've been doing this for 6 weeks now. Let's recap everything we've done so far. Weeks 1 to 3, we've tried completing an illustration by the end of every work week. That went clearly well. Then from weeks 4 to 5, we did some figure and head studies. But for week 6, let's just pretend we didn't skip last week due to food poisoning. We're completing an illustration every day? Okay, what? Alright, hear me out. It's good that I've been doing my basic studies, but I haven't really been utilizing my studies to incorporate it into my illustrations. And last week, I made a point that during my reference studies, I would be copying the reference rather than taking in the information to understand the shapes, forms, and colors. To show you what I mean, let me present to you the rules of this week's challenge. We're still going to keep it simple. The illustrations will still be faces, but I have to use a reference image. And no, I will not be drawing or studying those exact references. I will draw a fictional character that is the opposite gender of the reference. This will force me to take into consideration the vastly different proportions between the male and female features and apply them to my illustration. But isn't that how references are supposed to work? I'm actually going to include the one day I was able to draw at work last week. So here was my reference for that day. And I decided to draw Dimitri from Fire Emblem 3 Houses for like the 5th time. And this was the result from that day. So consider this a bonus drawing of sorts. But seeing how we had a female reference for last week, today, we have found a male reference. And through the sea of hot Korean men on Pinterest, I somehow accidentally came across Dev Patel, and holy fuck, I forgot how handsome this man is. And I gotta do my fellow brown brothers some justice, so I chose another Fire Emblem 3 Houses character. I swear I have originality, man. I swear it. I swear, I promise. But I chose Petra for today's illustration. Oh man, let me tell you, translating a reference using a completely different facial structure is something. The reference I had for Petra was at a similar angle to Dev's, but Dev's face was a little more centered because you could see a bit of his left ear. Granted, in 2D anime illustrations, some features are exaggerated and isn't exactly one-to-one in real life, but there are a lot of principles taken from real life that are applied even to 2D fictional characters. You could tell I was struggling a little bit right at the sketch stage, and to be honest, I was having some serious doubts even halfway through rendering. But fortunately, patience is a virtue and things were starting to look better towards the end. The sketch took me about 10 minutes and the full render took me a little over half an hour. And lo and behold, this was the final result for day 1. Petra is such a fucking badass and I love her and especially everybody in the Black Eagles house. But I'm gonna have to stop it there before I start gushing about 3 Houses too much. Man, pre-COVID times was something else, I tell ya. Anyway, if you're extra bored, please watch this video about how social media has double penetrated artists' silly style over the past few years. Please, I worked really hard on it. But anyway, follow or subscribe only if you feel like it, but if you don't, share my videos around or binge it if you would like. Anyway, love you and appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow for Tuesday's challenge. Bye!